Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the TOS Talks podcast. I'm here with hosts Cody, Ivan, and Dylan, and we're interviewing our friend Chris. He's an old friend of mine. We used to go to school together, and this is actually one of the only times I've spoken to him since then. We have Cody playing Schedule 1. Now, Chris, you wanted to talk about your life not being sober. So, when did you actually start and how?
Insane segue.
I started November 2023. My first time was, I'm pretty sure it was the day of Thanksgiving, and at the time we had two apartments, an upstairs apartment and a downstairs apartment, right? The downstairs apartment is where my dad would live, and the upstairs apartment is where my mom would live. So when my mom would go down to spend the night and eat Thanksgiving dinner, right? My dad and my sister, I snuck out with my friends Brent and John, right?
Mm-hmm.
And after that, we were just in the car, just driving, right? At the time, I was like really against smoking, right? It wouldn't even cross my mind that I would do it that night. I was just like, I just had my wall up that day, but just try, and then I was like, I kind of just basically gave into peer pressure. And then I hit the pen, right? The cart that we got from it got shut down though. It got shut down because they got caught selling to minors.
Yeah, they'll do that to you.
Yeah. And so after I took my first hit, Brent was talking to my friend John, and I just couldn't make out a word he was saying. All I heard was like, and I thought I was like,
Oh, yeah, that's actually
on a different planet.
That would be scary.
I thought I was tripping, bro. I thought I was in like some SpaceX something. I thought I was in Ben 10, seeing all the aliens, hearing like a different language, bro.
Yeah,
that low-key kind of scared me at first. And then after that, they put on some Juice WRLD. We just relaxed and just vibed on the way home.
Very fun music.
And I came back, and my mom didn't come back yet, so I was chilling. So I just came back, stayed up until like 6 a.m., and I didn't really get sober until 6 a.m. So that's kind of crazy.
That is kind of crazy. Honestly, I feel like half the reason like teenagers like get into, or like young people just get into smoking or something like that, it's just by peer pressure. It's like it's pretty bad like thing that goes on.
I mean, at the same time, for me, it was just like I was also curious about weed. Mm-hmm. It was just like I've heard like things about it where it's like a recreational thing, like some people use it for medicine. I'm just like, okay, maybe it's not like a bad thing.
Yeah, you get a little curious from all the things you hear.
Yeah, so
the fact it's like everywhere, you kind of.
So I just tried it,
Yeah, once you like get interested in it, it's just everywhere now. Now you're like hooked, right?
I mean, well,
I feel like it's everywhere now.
I've gone a couple of days. I've gone a couple of days,
I feel like you don't have to be hooked or to be everywhere.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
I just feel like interested.
It's not bad withdrawal symptoms for like whenever I'm off like weed. It's not as bad.
Chris isn't like geeking instantly, like
as like
I could quit whenever I want.
Well, I never say that because I know that.
He knows a lie.
Damn, well, I'm not.
I can quit whenever I want.
20 years later, you're still talking about how you can quit whenever you want.
Bro, I'd probably have popcorn lung by then, bro.
Oh man,
Dog like RFK.
Bro, it's crazy, bro.
I feel like you're a little too far gone if you get to that point. You get the RFK voice.
Aww.
Dude, like the raspy voice.
Yeah,
No, it's like the
raspy barely barely makes
bite the pillow. I'm going to dry.
You sound like an emo white guy saying that, bro.
Oh my
Cody,
God.
what was that, bro?
That was a real. So real. was quoting a real. I
All
don't
goes back
remember if
to
I posted on my
Instagram
story or not, but like,
He's a real brother.
Oh my. Oh, I see.
it's a guy
I
saying
didn't know that.
that's a comment on someone's video saying in the RFK voice, "Say bite the pillow. I'm going in dry."
Which
God.
makes sense, because, like, to do the RFK voice, it's not that far off from, like, a sup, broski.
Yeah,
But
but like, imagine it not trying to do that.
You start losing your vocal cords.
How does that even happen? Like, did he used to smoke or something? Like, what actually?
Nah, he used to be like actually he might still be a heroin addict. I mean,
Oh,
there's a
right.
clip of him. He's like, I was bottom of my class. I was bottom of my class until I started using heroin, and then I was able to sit
until it's crazy.
I was able to sit still.
Yeah, I've never heard of the most craziest take of my life.
He's more functional while under the influence.
Hear
than he is
me
while
out,
sober.
guys.
Hear me out, heroin.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know about heroin, but
I wouldn't go
I feel
that
like
far, but like,
I feel like it's different for weed though, for sure.
Really?
Heroin's good
Yeah.
for you.
No, okay, because me personally, right, I get my stuff from the dispensary, which means it's recreational and medicinal use, right? So it's like the medicinal amount, basically, right? And when you like smoke like the real thing, it's like not like you
Not
don't trip
dose.
out. You don't trip out,
Oh.
bro. Like heroin literally makes you like hallucinate and see things. But weed, it just like, just gives you like brain fog a little bit and just makes your head
mellows you
feel
out.
like, yeah, just mellows you out. But it does like make your like focusedness sharper for some people, but for some people it could also like, make them, if they have ADHD, it could either help the ADHD or make it worse, it really just depends on the person. But for me, it just helps me out. Like I focus more in class. I actually get my homework done, and I've been going to school more.
he
instead of,
actually
like, skipping
is
my
more productive
classes.
under the influence.
And that's true. I can
That's
get
like-
I could look and get my mom for real as a witness as well.
All right, so what I'm hearing is I should start doing heroin.
I don't know.
That's
about
a
heroin.
few.
Yeah, that's
that's a
what
few
like-
like tiers
because that's
over.
what it like. It almost sounds like it's like, oh, it's this good thing, It's like,
What's the bad
it's
of it?
Really,
It's an opioid.
well, yeah. You,
All
could,
right,
you could overdose like very easily.
Not heroin. No,
Yeah.
not heroin.
No,
That's not what I was talking
No,
about.
I know-
That's
I
not
know
what I was
not
talking
heroin.
about.
I guess I don't know how overdosing on weed works. I don't really know how that works.
You don't overdose
I don't
on
think.
weed.
Yeah, I don't.
Most-
Yeah, I've never
I don't
heard
think it's
of someone-
The
possible.
most you can do is green out,
Green
and that's
out?
like you just pass out.
All right,
Yeah.
you pass up before you get to like that dangerous of a like. point.
Like you would get to your bed before you like knock out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Or
like
you
you
could
still have your
try.
senses. Like you would still have your senses. Like you still know what you're doing, and like that's like the difference.
You'll fully
You know
yourself.
where you're at, and you know what you're doing.
It's actually like breakthrough in DMT.
DMT's crazy, bro.
I don't know any other, like, what's the salvia?
Yeah, there's salvia, and then what? There's lean.
Yeah, it's like cough syrup, all that. No, I've always thought about this because there are DMT cards, like those exist. I'm not sure like why anyone would want to have those. I feel like that's only used to lace people, but
Mm-hmm. I don't know, bro. I think it's just people are either putting it out there for fun or they're just like trying to harm people for real.
I mean the olive oil cards, those are at least funny. I'll charge
Oh,
for
is this real? Is this actually?
Yeah, that's yeah.
They actually put olive oil in it.
Yeah. There's a guy on TikTok who said that he did it too. That he put oil. That he resold a cart that he broke, but he put it back together and put olive oil inside and sold it to them.
Do you think that's dangerous at all? Like to inhale that?
Well, obviously,
it's probably
I'd
terrible.
assume, yeah.
Yeah, but
obviously.
like, I like you're not dying, assumably.
I mean, this is why this is like a lesson, to like actually go to like somewhere that has
Yeah,
Like-
don't buy off
Legal-
of Anthony off the street.
exactly, bro.
It would also
Get
be
it from
it would also be desirable not to buy from anybody, right?
Yeah, not from anyone like at school usually, because sometimes they usually get like the booth stuff like off from the street.
That's good advice. Not just get anything from any random guy in the like.
Hey,
Right.
why
High
is
school
the car Kool-Aid blue?
I just mean like altogether. Just like all together. I mean, because you wouldn't want to.
Why does this taste like Kool-Aid?
This is like a don't. This is like a don't try at home type thing, right?
Is
This
this
is a-
lemonade?
You let Chris experience it for you, so you know
Yeah.
not to.
Because
Or you know too.
it could cause like a bunch of respiratory issues and cardiovascular stuff.
Look, I think you cross that line when you you go to the when you buy the product. I think you cross that line.
It kind of
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah, when you buy it yourself, you know what you're saying yourself.
It's different when your friend gives it to you than like
Yeah.
you going out for it.
I think there's a very big difference between I guess the nicotine and the actual weed, because I mean I guess it's both smoking technically, but usually when people say smoking they're referring to weed, and they say vaping they refer to nicotine obviously, but obviously is there a nicotine like high? Is that a rush you get or?
Nah, like it's kind of like when you drink alcohol, like the initial, like after you drink, like for example, like you just chug like 3 shots, right? You kind of get that initial like buzz, like your head's dizzy and you feel lightweight and all that. That's basically like all you get.
And then I assume that feeling is it's like
temporary.
Zins. I assume
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Zins is like the more permanent version of not
Yeah,
permanent, but
Zins is more like the more like smoke free, like safer option. It's not good for your gums, but if you're trying to quit, it's definitely the better alternative.
I do know a few people their gums have deteriorated like pretty badly.
Oh.
There's like 2 people I can think of at our school that they are probably get like gingivitis or something.
Our
Yeah.
school's horrible. Like any substance related, our school's horrible. I watched a deal happen like earlier today in the bathroom. I saw someone passing. I didn't want to stay for the whole thing. I watched someone hand someone like $40.
Oh, 40. Dang, where
Like
were they
30,
getting?
40. I saw like $30-$40 and then like I didn't stay for the whole exchange. But like we all knew what was going on.
$30. You
I
totally was getting ripped
Also,
off.
Pull
No,
out the
I saw
microphone and camera.
I saw a 20 and then I saw something else. I saw like those 2 bills was a 20 and something else. I just minded my own business and walked out.
Yo,
But
if he's buying like a cart, that's so because like at the dispensary it's just like $14.
Mm.
40 is
These types-
outrageous.
these are kind of things that happen like on the regular. Like you walk in the bathroom, there will be like 8 people just standing around, literally not doing anything. Every stall, like every urinal will be available, and you'll see like 8 people just standing there. And then you'll see one person walk out, hand something off to someone else, and then that person walks in the stall, and then they just keep doing that, and they're all like yelling at each other to like get out the stall quicker.
Yeah, it's my turn or something.
And it smells like cherry in there. It smells like a weirdly fruity cherry.
There's
Oh.
I think
Sometimes,
the
like-
weirdest one. Obviously, some people just don't know how to hide their shit. Like sometimes it's just nicotine flavored. Like
Yeah.
like the smell of just like straight nicotine.
Yeah.
That's just what it is, and it's like I'm not gonna bother trying the flavor.
No, I remember this was first thing in the morning one day. A teacher was like, "Hey, I need like staff or admins come in here. Something's going on." He's like at the door of the bathroom, and then he's not letting anyone else leave the bathroom. I just walked by watching this, and then admin walked in, and then I don't think I heard from any of those people that are in there for like the rest of the week or something.
Actually just
That's
got like
actually
smited
crazy.
by admin.
Yeah, random like drug bust that happens sometimes. Or like there's a one history teacher that will just he'll just sit in the bathroom, like boys' bathroom sometimes. And like it works. He'll just like finnick with his radio. And he just like stands there. I mean, it works. And I remember him telling me and Cody how during SATs people were hotboxing a car like in the middle of it. So
Hotboxing
wild
the
thing to do.
car.
Come on.
Yes, during SAT.
Well, oh shit, that's better than my essay. Actually, mine was definitely worse.
What happened to your SAT?
My, so this year, right? I think it was on the 8th. On the 8th, I got crossfaded. I got drunk, and I was outrageously high that day. And I woke up with basically puke everywhere. Everywhere.
How did you? People could
And
die
I had
from
to
doing
clean that up before going to school.
Oh man. That
So-
like basically what happened. Like people die from that.
Yeah, if you like laying on your back, you lay on
You
your
like
back,
lay on your
and that
back and you
happens.
throw up and you suffocate.
That's how Jimi Hendrix died.
Yeah, I feel like
It was something like that. It was like
you
wine.
have to
It
be
was
like
it's
exorbitantly
like the wine.
drunk though. Like you have to be incredibly drunk.
I think the Hendrix example that Dylan talked about. I think
I had
he
like
drank a lot of
over
wine.
20
I think.
shots that night.
Oh,
Well, I thought he got like booed off stage or something. He
Something
drank
like that.
himself to sleep.
Listen, I'd do that too if I got booed off stage as badly as he probably did. But like,
How do you get booed off stage? Is he like really good?
there's a clip of him saying he doesn't care if you boo as long as you boo in key. I don't
But
know if
the
that's
thing
the
is,
same
I wasn't
show, but yeah.
I wasn't laying up when I woke up. I was laying down. So like I
Oh,
wasn't
okay, that's
So
better.
it was like
Maybe you like
I was laying on my side. I was laying on my
Okay.
left
the best.
side.
that's like the recovery
best
position,
way
so
that
you're
could have
good.
ended.
Yeah, I just got everywhere on the right side.
About to say, yeah. Still not good, but
Yeah, but I obviously, cleaned it up and I obviously sanitized the whole room and everything before going to take the SATs.
Insane.
It was a
pregame.
crazy it's an insane pregame. I got like 1,000.
Oh,
and the
No,
that
say
is like
goodbye.
the state average, but
We haven't got
yeah.
our scores yet.
Yeah, it's decent, bro. It's decent,
Oh, we haven't gotten ours yet.
Yeah,
They said something about getting it May 15th, so I'm gonna like see my score.
Hey, my
Get, like,
sister got an
bummed out.
850 on the PSAT, so
Oh
so
no, I'm gonna see my score get bummed out and then go home to play Doom: The Dark Age the same day. Like it's gonna be the most like meh day.
nah, but I feel bad for my sister though, because like she's low-key been studying for it. So I feel
Nice
like
PSAT.
she should have deserved a higher score for sure.
It's PSAT. She has many chance. What grade is she in actually? She's in
Eighth.
eighth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's the first time around. You're fine.
No, last time I saw Chris in person, it was last year because my brother happened to go to the same middle school as Chris' little sister. So I saw Chris just standing there outside the middle school waiting for her to come out. I had to wait there for us to come out.
Bro, now that I think about it, you didn't go to last year.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go this year?
Probably, yeah. I guess on the topic of the stories, I feel like I kind of like the Mike story. Like
Yeah, I was gonna
scuffed the
say,
Mike
do you
story
want
was.
to
so
throw that Mike
we all
story?
know this guy named Mike. All right, I shouldn't say we all. Jaden and Dylan won't. Mike goes to our school, just like preface. But
Yeah, I guess I'm being Cody's.
Yeah. Okay, so everyone knows Mike, right? Mike goes to Ivan, Cody's, and
Yeah,
Gavin,
just been.
yeah,
He's not
yeah,
here,
and
so
Gavin's school,
he'll be here later.
right? And I basically know Mike from meeting him at like this fair a couple years back. And me and Mike kind of became close during last summer. And during last summer, when I came back from Thailand this year, he low-key was a changed man. He started smoking, and I didn't know about it, right? And he doesn't get his stuff from the dispensary, so which is the first red flag, right? So I went to his house. We went up to his room because his mom was making food, and he was just like, "Let's just wait."
Hey guys. Okay, so speaking of Gavin, actually, he actually joined mid recording. So, here's Gavin. Now.
Hello.
Okay, so it's kind of crazy that Gavin joined. So me and Mike met through Gavin at this fair a couple years back, and me and Mike kind of got close like after that, and we started like just being friends, just like chilling, and then we started hanging out, and I went to his house, right? His mom was making food, so we were just chilling, right? And we were just like pre-gaming the night. He gives me the pen, right? And I was like, okay, bet, let's go, right? The first hit I took, it tasted like straight oil. Like it didn't taste like plant, right? It tasted like motor oil,
Mm.
kind of.
Sounds
right?
delicious.
It had that
Guys,
diesel.
don't smoke. Don't smoke.
It had that diesel on that. It had that diesel on that.
has that sour diesel.
And brother, I was already gone after first hit because that was definitely laced. That thing was definitely fake,
Oh.
very fake. And then right after that, I proceeded to take like 3 or 4 more because I was like,
Bro,
It is what it is. I already took one, you know. Might as well just.
Already.
Yeah, it's already over. So I just went full on in, and when I was walking down, right, I was just mad paranoid for no reason, and I usually never get that, right? I was just like super paranoid at everything. It felt like I was like in a room full of zombies, bro, and they're all trying to like jump at me, and I'm just like trying to like evade them at the same time.
Moral of the story: don't do drugs.
Yeah, moral of the story: don't hit fake cards, guys.
No,
Not
don't
the
hit
best
any
thing.
cards.
If you're gonna do it,
Cards.
if you're gonna do it, make sure it isn't fake.
Yeah,
Yeah, make sure it isn't
right,
fake,
okay?
guys. You gotta do it right, bro.
Or
You can't-
double.
Just
You can't
don't
have
have just
that.
don't deal with that in the first place, though.
Be safe, whatever
Yeah.
you do.
Let me be the
Use
test
as safe.
experiment, chat. Let me be the test.
Let Chris test everything. If you want to play
Give
COD
all of
Zombies
your
in
drugs
friend's
to
house,
Chris.
hand them all
I
over
wouldn't
to him
say.
for
I
free.
wouldn't say all of them.
He's not gonna complain if you do.
Yeah, but after that, we just ate, and then we went back to like his like room with his Xbox, and we just low key just listened to like music, chilled, vibed out the whole night. Just basically like calm.
I
Then
respect it.
nothing crazy for now.
You don't have to.
The bat.
Alright, go.
Okay. So this kind of happened like a little bit after that actually. So this happened like I think around October, like a week or two before his birthday, and this time I had a cart, right? So I came over, right? It was already low, so like by the time it was like halfway into the night, like it was already like gone. And Ryan had his on hand, but he broke his battery. The wire, like for the battery that's inside the battery that connects to the cartridge, it wasn't in the right socket. So we tried to like fix it into its right socket whenever we screwed it on, and it just never fit back in. And was like low key sitting there trying to get the wire out, right? So we could try to like keep on like doing it, and it wasn't.
Oh, brother, that's fiend behavior. Oh my god.
Yeah. It wasn't going well.
He's
Not-
single-handedly ruining his sports career.
Not even like any like USB-C charger type.
No, and then no, that's not no. Since that wasn't working, right? Then we went to the USB-C type
Oh
charger.
my god.
We started
Oh my
cutting up.
god.
We started cutting up USB-Cs, right? And there's like this specific method where like the two wires in the
Everyone knows the method.
USB-C
It's the black
like,
wire
is
and the
the
red wire.
red wire. You got to put it on the tip of the coil, and you got to make sure it's plugged into something. And you got to make sure you're not holding it directly onto the wire. You got to make sure you're holding onto the rubber part, or else you'll shock yourself. And then you got to make sure it's on the tip of the coil, and then you just got to try to inhale it. But
But
that didn't
My
work.
god, this is the biggest fiend behavior I've
Okay,
ever
no,
done in my
the issue-
entire
the
life.
issue with the USB-C charger is the battery's supposed to like regulate the heat and like the energy that's going into it. If you just plug it straight into some energy, you're heating
Oh
everything
yeah,
up.
yeah. And like, I was kind of happy it didn't work because I was scared that like it was gonna blow up.
I would have laughed so hard if it blew up.
Yeah. So
Bro, if you text
I
me like,
kinda-
dude,
Battery acid
my
fizz.
thing just broke up, like blew up, I would laugh so hard.
bro. Yeah, but me and Mike just kind of like stopped and we just like enjoyed the night by watching like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh my god, you guys are.
It was more like it was his idea to try to get the wire out.
It sounds like his idea. I don't know what happened to him this year.
Or
but, like,
you either stop being broke and go buy another one, or
I was too busy.
I
Like, I
mean,
was too busy scamming him. He was,
In his
he was just
position,
broke.
he couldn't buy another one because
what? Because
What's it called?
he.
he didn't have a ride to go buy another one. That's what
Ah.
it was. He had the money for it.
Oh,
he just
that's
didn't-
what we're calling it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Chris, you know why you got suspended, right? Like he has to do like a regular drug test now.
But he got suspended.
No, not suspended. No, grounded. I mean, Kinda.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
yeah, he knows that.
Yeah,
like,
you could
like
talk about that.
I still
Stupid
talk to
videos.
him I still talk to Mike every
He
single
has a
day.
drug test now.
Yeah,
At
he gets
some
like,
point, I don't know if he
yeah,
does
he gets
anymore,
drug
but at one
tested.
point,
No, he
did,
still
like,
does.
regularly. Oh,
Good.
does he? Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
so
He's been off. He's been off it for like a while.
Yeah.
Not Chris. Any other wacky stories as well?
Any wacky stories?
If not, I
There
have
was this-
I have a few questions.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I was
I
just
have a
gonna.
question.
One at a
Yeah.
Why
time.
are you the way you are?
Why are you like that?
Oh,
Why you
why do you do this?
Why do you
Well,
do these things?
We're talking on a personal level. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just a way for me to like, no, bro. Because like most of the time, I'm just like thinking about way too much. Because like there's like certain events that has happened past few years where I have to think about money.
It's also important for you guys to know that it is used medically, like it is prescribed medically.
Well, no, yeah, my mom uses it.
But like,
Well,
I feel-
everyone says they use it medically. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I remember learning what the difference between recreational and medical was. I don't think this is medical
actually, no
sometimes.
difference.
Yeah, I don't think this situation is very medical, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough. I just do
And-
it to do it for real.
I mean, he's not gonna deny it. He's just
Oh,
not gonna deny
no.
it. Any other questions?
Okay, so yeah, I had a question. So, I know you said at least doing weed helps you be productive. Like earlier, you were talking about how it saved you from failing, but would you ever try to fix your habits while still being productive?
Like, what do you mean by that? Like,
Like would you just stop? Like, would you just go back to being like sober but still just like be like would you go
I
back to
would.
normal?
I would. I would.
Would you lock it?
Like-
would you be so? Would you
Yeah,
sober
like
and
what would
lock
be
in
grounds
after?
for just going back?
Like, whenever I have kids, you know,
You have
Uh,
kids.
that's-
kids. Why would I be high all the time? Like,
Yeah, they got the joint in front of you. You don't want to be a bad influence either.
I don't want to be a bad influence to my kids at all. But like, obviously, once they've like grown out and moved out, I'll probably hop back on it again.
Okay.
You would.
I just want to like,
I feel like
I
at
just
that
wanna-
point, by the time they're like gone, like they moved
Like,
out.
yeah,
I
it
feel
Bro,
doesn't
you're gonna
matter
be
once they're
85
gone,
years
but-
old, bro.
I feel like you would have been out of the habit of it by then.
You know, I don't know if I don't
Yeah.
honestly. I don't. You say you're gonna go back. I don't think you would go back.
I feel like you wouldn't. If you fully get off of it, I feel
Yeah,
like
I don't
wouldn't
think
go
you
back
would.
for that long.
But and also, but okay. So yeah, I know you're
Beautiful
talking about
freaking
like, you think about like a lot of stuff like, and I know that is hard, and that is why a lot of people turn to that kind of stuff. But you do know there are, and like I know you're kind of already here, so it's a little harder to like
So let's
it's
do it
easier for
to
me to say. It's harder
this.
for you to hear. Like there are like other like ways that are much healthier.
Like he's heard this a million times.
Right, yeah,
but-
obviously. I feel like he's heard of this a lot. Like I'm just saying like
And he hasn't listened a single time.
Well, like if you're already in the habit of unhealthy like
Yeah.
coping mechanism, you're kind of a little too far gone to tell someone there's
Right.
better ways to do it.
and like
Yeah.
I mean but in the future or like you know I do it as soon as possible in the future when you want to turn to that instead to possibly like stay sober.
I mean, I guess it just depends how I feel in the future. I guess
Mhm.
after like a certain amount of time.
I mean, you
like-
said you try to sober up like after you have kids. I feel like at that time you probably would turn to other things.
Yeah,
Other-
like I
other,
think
better
once you hit that
things.
point you would
that
be
period in your life.
good.
Like maybe you'd be on like cocaine by then.
No, we said better.
Graduate.
I feel like you have like an incentive to like better yourself more. So like,
Yeah,
I feel like you probably
probably.
would.
It would just like it would realistically depend. It honestly really does depend.
I think we get there. You have the support when you get there, especially.
Cause like
Yeah.
I'm not against me like stopping at all. It's just like I just want to do something that I enjoy for a while.
After high school, you think you're gonna keep hanging out with Mike after high school? You think you're gonna go on like the Mike grind set and just like no
I mean,
restrictions, do
well-
whatever you want?
Okay, I'm just gonna say right now, Mike is very childish.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
He is extremely childish and not mature at all. And
Well-
I've been friends with him longer than all of you.
Listen, freshman year.
I didn't know it was a
Mike
competition.
No, freshman year, Mike was just a completely different person than he is now.
Yeah.
I mean, right now he's not doing bad. He's making hella money right now.
Making
Yeah.
money isn't the like
That's not the. That's not the.
that's the that's
mean,
not
like-
He's doing something better at least. He's doing something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's doing
exactly. Like, yeah,
something.
something better.
I think, like freshman year, we kind of like.
He tried.
He
He
was,
said
like,
he's
one of my
trying to
best
lock
friends.
in right now.
Yeah, freshman year he was like actual.
He says that
and
every
then-
year, Chris.
He's never gonna lock in. No, freshman
He's
year he
never
was like
locking.
actually just me and Gavin's friend, and then I think last year kind of drifted apart a little bit, and then this year I've been spoken to him a month, like I said.
Yeah.
I remember at lunch one day, like earlier this year, before he just didn't say anything to me anymore. He was talking about how many D1 offers he was getting, and then how he didn't want to take any of them. He like wanted to stay underground. Like, what do you think? Like, what do you mean you want to stay underground?
What does that even mean?
Yeah, like what? Like, what do you mean you want to stay underground? Like, this is actually like a once in a lifetime opportunity, and when you take it, you still will be kind of underground the second you take it. Like, he's not like a college scout that everyone knows about or anything. Like,
Yeah.
he's still gonna be underground even if he takes an offer. Even if the offers are real, the offers might just not be real. To be honest,
Oh, definitely not.
I've never seen. I've seen him play once. The
Seems like it's
offers
just
might
a
just not be
cope.
real. It probably is.
Like he's like trying to like psych himself into being like the person he wants to be.
Not everyone at the lunch table was like, "What do you mean you want to stay underground?"
Like, what does that even mean? Like, no, that's why when he shows that he doesn't have the offers, he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I just wanted to stay underground."
It's supposed to underground. So it's like if a record just comes knocking on our door and like, no, I want to stay underground. And then,
Yeah,
and then you never get anywhere for the rest of your life. Okay, I get the some people not wanting to be like signed to any like big company for like things they're passionate about because like you're gonna get financially abused half the time. But like for sports, staying underground, you don't want the potential millions a year for just playing soccer sometimes. The only thing I'm like confused about was like playing college, but like he definitely was not going to college. Like he said he wanted to go into trades. So I think him not wanting to go to college is probably part of it, at least.
I mean, I've been talking to Mike recently. He seems like he's doing good in life, you know?
Okay. He isn't like full blown crashed out or anything, so like he can't be doing that like terribly, I guess.
No, because he said he's been like locking in on soccer, like specifically. Like he's like been grinding on it.
Okay, he also needs to pass high school as well to do much with that.
Yeah.
So like we gotta see if he passes.
Yeah, he failed AP Gov, I'm not gonna lie, but
Aw, he didn't take the exam either, so there's no out.
I had another question.
Let's hear it.
All right. This is more of like a final question type thing, so I'll just ask it since we're about towards the end of this. I wanted to know, what would you tell a person who is our age, or I guess any age for that matter, if they told you they wanted to do like drinking or weed or anything?
Drinking, in my opinion, I feel like for drinking, you should definitely wait until you're the right age. Just because I haven't had good experiences with it personally, but I would definitely recommend someone who who wants to drink to stay away from it until they're the right age. But smoking is more like a self-awareness thing. Like if you know like it harms you and you like want to do it, I won't stop you. Like I'm not gonna encourage it, obviously. I'm just gonna don't encourage
Chris is like if you know the risk, you can do whatever you want. But like,
exactly. Like
he's
if you
not gonna
know
tell
what you're getting yourself into, then like by all means, if you
And all
want to
people-
do it, just do it.
And a lot of people are hooked that are like actually just advise you to stay away from it.
But like, if it meant like that their well-being would like deteriorate.
Well, like yeah, then just stay away from that. Obviously, bro. Like
Right.
if you don't want like to damage anything, then just stay away from like anything.
for some people, I'm sure there's probably health benefits. Like I'm sure for some people it's a net positive in certain doses, but like because it is used medically either for mental, like certain like anxiety conditions, or like if you have chronic pain, it's used to like instead of using opioids or like other pain medication.
Mhm.
But obviously, I don't know. You'd have to get described or prescribed by a doctor. I wouldn't self-diagnose, but
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend anyone do it. because low key, it messes you up in the long run. I just know like the possibilities that could happen, and I'm just like, all right, like it is what it is. You know, I'm just gonna do it. It's a dumb thing, but I know it's dumb. But I just, you know, you only live once. You know, you die once.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, for those people who are watching who are possibly struggling with anything related to this, just know that obviously from this um conversation that you're not alone in this kind of thing. There's a lot of people who struggle with this, whether they're younger than us or older, and uh, it's definitely something that can easily be very harmful. And just know that there are people and other things that you can turn to if you do need that kind of help to if you're trying to get that relief from doing that kind of stuff, because it can definitely hurt you.
Jaden's right. If you guys are actually going through something, talk about it with someone instead of trying to do something about it yourself.
Yeah, I feel like it was very informative.
I feel like that's a
that's a good way to
good
wrap it up.
good way to wrap it up, chat.
Yeah, does anybody else have
Made me
anything
shed a
to-
tear how beautiful that was.
All right, anything else for Chris before we let him go?
He was a great guest.
Yeah, that actually
Yeah.
was solid. That was solid, actually.
Yeah, thank you, Chris, for coming in, filming this. We actually weren't gonna film this today. We were gonna film this tomorrow, but
Yeah, of course.
The stars align.
mid planning, we just this sounds really good. Maybe we should just do it now.
Hey, bro, what can I say? I come up with actually it's more like the things that I experience. Kind of. All right, just crazy, bro. Hey, if you guys want to hear any more crazy stories, just let me know, bro.
Chris
I'll
becomes
back up.
a reoccurring
guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got more stories. Bro.
We got
All right, guys, I have to get off, chat.
All right.
All right.
Good night, Chris.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Good
Chris.
night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
See ya.